Great show. Events, businesses, and people.
Very
Anything
little level on
and
that,
anyone
by the way.
causing a ripple in the community. And now, let's dive in to the Splash Live.
Good morning and welcome to the Splash Live. Awful good to have you with us here on this Friday morning in the Greater West Bloomfield area. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm Dave Scott, right here on Civic Center TV. Splash Live is part of 90 minutes of live television each and every day on Civic Center TV. Starts out, of course, with this show, the Splash Live, and we are very local. We're going to cover a ton of local information today. I got pages of stuff for you, so stick around. Tyler Keefe will be in this morning at 10 o'clock, and of course he has the Oakland County Megacast. I call it that because it features a wider geography, a little bit more information from around Oakland County and the rest of the state of Michigan. It is all for you this morning, and all of our outlets on Civic Center TV, that is Comcast Channel 15, and of course, AT&T Channel 90, watch it on cable. You can do it, of course, on our website, and that is civictv.com, and that's a great place because you can see our video in full, and then go dig through all of our art, including some very interesting meetings this week. The West Bloomfield meeting, the Sylvan Lake meeting, and the Keego Hall. Fascinating. So make sure you tune in for that. That's the essence of our coverage here on Civic Center TV, our municipal meeting. Make sure you tune in today if you would like across social media. We're on Facebook Live, we're on YouTube, and we're live on the radio as well each and every day, right here on 89.3 Lakes FM. So let's take a look at our weather. It's a little warmer this morning than it was yesterday morning at this hour, but we have clouds across the Greater West Bloomfield area. Chance of a little rain on and off today, but really, pretty typical temperatures and weather conditions for this time of year. 54 degrees will be our high. That's where we're at already right now. So pretty steady temperatures throughout the day. More of the same tomorrow. And as we get into the balance of the weekend, again, it's going to cool off a little bit, but kind of a rainy, typical April weekend here in the Greater West Bloomfield area. Hopefully you can get out and enjoy the weather. Hopefully you did yesterday when it was really quite spectacular. So at the top of our news today, the roads in the area of Orchard Lake and Maple Road were closed last night after a severe rollover accident. Had police and firefighters and all of our first responders hard at work on the road. West Bloomfield first responders had to extract the driver from this vehicle that you can see right here from the air, that angle and that picture provided by our good friends over at Fox 2 via Facebook. Terrible accident last night. The driver, again, the emergency workers had to extract the driver from the vehicle, transport to the hospital. Police tell me this morning that likely alcohol was involved. The accident is under investigation. Just another reminder, my friends, do not consume alcohol. It happened in the evening. Do not consume alcohol and drive. We want the very best for you. Please be careful on our roads. So big weekend in West Bloomfield. The household waste and electronics opportunity is available for you at the West Bloomfield Township Hall, and that starts today. So this weekend it's household waste and electronics, and as you can see, in May we'll have an opportunity for shredding and some other items, but household waste and electronics, things you've just not been able to safely get rid of, you can do it this weekend. Seniors, today is your day. You can head over there this afternoon, and then everybody else tomorrow. So you can see seniors beginning at 4 o'clock, and 9 to noon will be the hours tomorrow. So if you got some things around your home you've been wanting to get rid of, can't put them curbside, here is your opportunity. And this is at the West Bloomfield Town Hall at the Civic Center complex, but it's good for West Bloomfield, Sylvan Lake, Keego Harbor, and Orchard Lake residents. As it says on the screen, reduce, reuse, recycle. West Bloomfield is doing everything it can to help you out with these items. Saturday is also the drop-off day for unused or expired drugs at the police Police Department. You can do that between 10 and 2. Now the authorities at the DEA and all of the authorities nationwide and right here at home say don't take these old drugs and flush them down your toilet and get them into the water system. It's not a good idea. They really want you to bring these drugs in. If you have expired drugs, if you have drugs you're not going to be using, take them in and drop them off at the West Bloomfield Police Department. Designated time this weekend during DEA National Take Back is Saturday, of course, from 10 to 2, but the folks over at the police department tell me that if you bring them by anytime, they will be glad to take them. Of course, if you don't know, for both of these events, they're at the Civic Center campus, which is on Walnut Lake Road, west of Orchard Lake Road. Well, Keego Harbor Mayor Rob Kalman tells us that at last night's council meeting in Keego Harbor, our police chief, John Fitzgerald, who you see right there, accepted an award from the Families Against Narcotics Quick Response Team. Keego Harbor Police Department works to help people experiencing unfortunate drug overdose crisis situations, often arriving on the scene before the medical personnel get there. And that was certainly recognized by the folks from this program, Families Against Narcotics, and they were there to award the chief a presentation last night presented by Eric Witkoff. So congratulations, Chief, and good job, John Fitzgerald, last night receiving that award, and then all that you and all of our other police departments are doing to help those. And again, we talked about it on the show earlier this week. It's especially important that you are very careful what you consume these days with fentanyl and these other various dangerous drugs everywhere. Do not, under any circumstances, take any medication that's not been prescribed to you and that you have not personally picked up at your local drugstore or pharmacy. You may be in for an unfortunate big surprise. We've got a whole lot more coming up. We're going to talk about how you can actually get a little break on some of your parking and or speeding tickets that you might have received recently. We hope you didn't get them, but if you did, there is a little bit of an opportunity for you to save here in the coming weeks if your ticket has become past due. We'll bring you that information and much more coming up in just a minute. Good morning, I'm Dave Scott. You're watching The Splash Live, and we'll be right back.
We'll be right back with The Splash Live. Like what you see? Beautiful works of art, masterworks of metal, and accomplishments of artistry will be on display near you. All kinds of artists from all walks of life come together to celebrate their skill and appreciate their work's beauty. Hot Works presents the 2023 Orchard Lake Fine Art Show. Stop by July 29th and 30th between 2 and 10 p.m. between Powers and Daly off of Orchard Lake Road. The West Bloomfield Youth Assistants will be recognizing local youth for their volunteer service, personal growth, and leadership. Join us as schools, hospitals, and religious organizations nominate the up-and-comers in your community. Show your pride for our future. The Youth Recognition Awards, May 10th at 6 p.m. at the West Bloomfield Middle School. This community update from Civic Center TV and 89.3 Lakes FM. And now, back to The Splash, live.
Well, good morning. Welcome back to The Splash Live. Dave Scott here with you each and every Monday through Friday morning at 9:30 to 10, part of our hour and a half of live local television for you each and every day. Good news from the 48th District Court. They have a late fee forgiveness program if you've been late paying on a civil infraction, including a parking, traffic, or building code violation. Now you have a chance to lift that burden of guilt off your shoulders for not paying your fines, as they say. May 1st through June 16th are your lucky days. 48th District Court is waiving any late fees. So if you have a ticket, you have some kind of a fine, and it's been overdue, even worse yet, sometimes those numbers can end up being bigger than what the original ticket was, right? You can get over to the 48th District Court again May 1st to the 16th, get caught up on that, and they will forgive the late fees. Telephone number for more information, 248-686 5150. Again, that number 248-686-5150. You can call them Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to noon. So we got lots of construction going on, and there is bound to be more. Just a reminder for those of you driving down Orchard Lake Road and heading off on 696, that ramp is closed. Take a look at it here. We got some video provided by our good friends at Michigan for Fun on Facebook, and I hope they weren't driving when they shot this video, but it's a little rough. But hey, just look at it as a reminder as you're coming down Orchard Lake Road. That's already one of the more complicated intersections. As you're approaching 12 Mile, you gotta, get in the exact perfect lane. But that ramp is closed right now, so don't plan on using that. By the way, it happens to be National Work Zone Awareness Week going on, and there's a lot of construction going on. We've got some tips for you right here on the screen if you're going to be driving through work zones. So here's what they say to do. If you know you're going to be driving through a work zone, first of all, not on this flyer, but a good thing to do if you're using one of those programs on your phone, a lot of them will let you know where the work zone is. Now, don't do it while you're driving, right? Unless you got a heads-up display in your car. But what they say to do is plan, research where you're going to go. Know where those work zones are. For example, that situation on Orchard Lake Road and 696 West. If you know about that, then you can plan, go down 12 Mile Road and get on further in another location further down the road. So plan what you're going to be doing. Pay attention. Get off the phone. Make sure you are really looking out your window. Take a look around. There's going to be people doing unusual things. There'll be people that aren't familiar with the area, that are confused. So pay attention. Good idea anytime you're in any kind of a tough driving situation. Just slow down a little bit. In the work zones, we expect it. And there could very well not only be a traffic challenge for you, but you might also have some people working right there. And the worst thing would be to get confused, get diverted by another driver, and injure somebody. Nobody wants that. You don't want that. Slowing down is always going to make sense. Look for the open lane. Use the open lanes that have been set up and designated for you. And good piece of advice, no matter what the driving condition is, don't tailgate. Give yourself a little extra room and everything will be a whole lot better. National Work Zone Awareness Week, that reminder for you, and hope that is a little bit helpful. Talking about construction, here's some construction that we might all love that is not on the roads, but I think we're seeing as much of this kind of construction as we are road construction, and that is a conversion of tennis courts into pickleball courts. We know that's happening or going to be happening at the Sylvan Lake Community Center. This is the Knollwood Country Club, and I'm telling you, everywhere I go, I see pickleball courts being created, and the game is red hot. So good luck to the crew over there at Knollwood Country Club on Maple Road in West Bloomfield, and I hope you and the members out there enjoy playing a little bit more pickleball. Speaking of pickleball, obviously it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. There is a Southwest Michigan Pickleball Forum on Facebook, so you might want to head out to Facebook and check that out. And even the West Bloomfield Beacon is getting in on it. They recently had a big story. Here's a picture of the story from them about the conversion of the pickleball courts over at the Sylvan Lake Community Center. So if you're not playing pickleball, it's a lot of fun. I'm going to try and get out and do some of it myself. It's going to challenge you a little bit. You're going to get some exercise, but it's a very social game, and the other people that are playing it are really going to invite you in, and hopefully something you can do to get some exercise and have a whole lot of fun. And, tennis is pretty aggressive. This is a little slower, a little bit easier, and you're really going to have fun. Pickleball is all the rage. Well, voters in West Bloomfield School District will be asked to consider a bond proposal on major upgrades to the elementary schools, dedicated early childhood spaces, and the high school career tech remodeling area. Also, outdoor multi-activity spaces and a whole lot more. This is the West Bloomfield High School bond, and it's coming up in the May 2nd election. We got a graphic here. It talks a little bit about how there really is very little change in this graphic. They show no change in the debt to the school district because they are retiring some debt there's the information. You make the decision, but know that the election is May 2nd. Also, last November over in Keego Harbor, as part of the general election, there was a ballot issue for a dedicated police millage proposal that went down. That's going to be back on the ballot in May. Keego residents currently have a supplemental police millage of 4 mils, which is $4 for 1,000 of taxable value within the city. It was reduced to 3.6189 mils due to the Headley Amendment, and under the Headley Amendment, the Michigan Constitution, millage rates are reduced to offset any other increases in taxable value. Very complicated stuff. This guy, though, we don't take a position on any of this, but Rob Kalman, the mayor of Keego, certainly has a strong position on what he would like you to do with regard to this upcoming millage vote. If you have any questions about what Rob thinks about it, any more information you want, you can call, of course, City Hall and get all the information. That it almost passed last time. 581 against, 557 voting for it. It'll be up again in our May 2nd election. Speaking of Rob, here's a great picture of Rob over at Gino's, and this is our mayor, Rob Kalman, in Keego Harbor, with Gino's owner, Gino Santia. I don't know. I know they're both pretty famous. I don't know which one's more famous, but they look pretty happy. They're Rob and Gino. And Rob says in the Facebook post where I saw that picture that I had to grab and share with you today, it just kind of cheered me up. He said that walking into Gino's is like walking into an episode of Cheers. And we all know that is absolutely the truth. We salute Rob Kalman, the mayor of Keego, and Gino, of course. Gino is one of our great places right here. Congratulations to the West Bloomfield High School girls soccer team. They are now the league champions with a win over Southfield A&T. Lakers finished league play last night at Southfield with a 14-0 win. Jared, I can't remember ever seeing soccer 14-0. So Lakers must really be good. Congratulations, ladies. With the wins, the Lakers are now the OAA champions. Goals scored by a number of folks. I don't have time to read all of them, but good job to our West Bloomfield Laker soccer team. The Michigan Medicare Association program, which they call MMAP, is hosting an event, and it's going to be going on Monday, April 24th. I wanted to bring this up because this could be very helpful to you. It's happening at 10 o'clock in the morning. This is going to be going on at the Keego Harbor City Hall. MMAP is a service of the Area Agency on Aging 1B, which is a nonprofit organization serving seniors right here in our communities, and they invite you to come join them about programs that can help you do what I know you all want to do, and that is save money. You'll be able to learn about what's going on, hear about some of the other services, ask questions, and then bonus, there'll be light refreshments and also a raffle for everyone who attends. So great program, lots of good information. Jared's got it on the screen again. Bottom line, it's Monday at 10 o'clock. Keego Harbor City Hall. If you've got some time and you want to learn about how you might be able to save money and just get together with some of your neighbors, that'll be a really good opportunity. Good luck in the raffle. They would like you to RSVP, but it's not required. Telephone number to RSVP, I'll say it a couple of times, give you a second to find paper and pencil and write it down. So that number is, are you ready? Here we go. 800-852-7795. Don't we have like something modern like a QR code or so? I don't know. But 800-852-7795. Didn't get that. Don't worry about it because you can head on over there anyway. 800-852-7795 if you want to register for Monday's event. West Bloomfield Community Coalition always doing really good things. They put these really wonderful pieces of art for us on Facebook. I thought I'd grab the most recent one, and they say it's okay. It's okay to feel sad, angry, worried. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to have an off day. Well, that's true. These are things that we adults, I think we've all experienced. I'm not so sure the kids, though, and this is clearly targeted to them, but helpful for all of us, understand all these things. So there you go. Nice, inspirational, helpful information from the West Bloomfield Community Coalition. Essence of it is you're having a challenging day, don't worry about it. And pick up the phone, call a friend, and chat it out with somebody. Good job, West Bloomfield Community Coalition. So it's a big weekend over at the Greater West Bloomfield Historical Society. They invite you to join them for light refreshments from 1 to 4 o'clock on Sunday to celebrate the completion of the 4 Communities exhibit and the official opening of the Francis Gadd Gallery. The 4 Communities exhibit features, of course, our 4 communities. That would be Keego Harbor, the city of Orchard Lake Village, Sylvan Lake, and West Bloomfield. Really nice to see an exhibit that's all about us. You're going to enjoy it. Awful lot of other things to do over there. It's going to be happening 1 to 4 o'clock. The Historical Society does a great job. Gina does an amazing job promoting her events, so expect a lot of your friends and neighbors. It's going to be kind of a rainy Sunday, kind of cold. So perfect opportunity to get together with friends and learn a little bit more about the amazing history of our communities. Well, one person's junk is another person's treasure. That's what they say. Of course, it's true. And when you can't stand to look for one more minute at some of the stuff that's hanging out around your house, well, why not pull it all together and get ready for the Sylvan Summer Swap and Sale coming up right around the corner. April 30th, that's next Sunday, and that's going to be at the Community Center. You can see, not real well there. Let's go back to the full shot. There we go. You can see that there is an item drop-off from 8 to 10. There's going to be coffee early in the morning, a swap and sale from 11 to 4, some water safety information, family day canal cleanup, so some work to be done in the community as well at the canal right there by the community center. And it looks like baby bear burgers at 4:30, whatever that is. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We hope that you head there. We'll have more information. We'll get somebody on the show here next week to talk a little bit more about what's going on. But mark your calendar next weekend, Sylvan Lake Community Center, and it's going to be a great opportunity for you to get together with your neighbors and get rid of some of those things that are hanging around the house, okay? So a whole lot more there next week when we talk to people in Sylvan Lake. So it's coming up. It's, well, now just about a month away, the Michigan Week celebration, and we're inviting you to join us one more time, as we have done. I don't say we personally, because I've not been at all of them, but the Michigan Weeks, I think I'm in that picture. Is that, can you open up back to that wide shot? Is that me way over there on the far right side of the screen? It is. Okay. So we invite you to join us for Michigan Week. This will be our 51st annual Michigan Week celebration, and we really hope that you can come and be a part of it. It's going to be happening at Temple Israel this year. We get going early at 7 o'clock in the morning so you can get on with your other activities. It's really a very inspirational day as we present awards and recognize people in the community who have done such a great job volunteering. And where would we be without all of our highly motivated people that are volunteering all across our community? Michigan Week, it's like I said, it's been going on for 50 years. This will be our 51st, and we really hope that you attend. There'll be students there. There'll be music. The theme this year for our Michigan Week celebration is sports, and I couldn't be more thrilled that my friend and a guy that you know if you're into sports here at all, Terry Foster, the former Detroit News columnist, former 97.1 The Ticket personality. I see him streaming on Woodward Sports virtually every day now. And a guy who has been, I just saw last night online, guy who's been nominated to the Michigan Sports Hall of Fame. How about that? Good job, T. Foster. And hey, by the way, a resident of West Bloomfield. Kids have come through our schools, and he's a great guy. Terry Foster will be our MC this year. Huge thanks to Terry for doing that. It's going to be a great program. I think we're going to have all kinds of sports paraphernalia there, and all dressed up in the theme, but the main thing is to recognize volunteers in our community. We always have a great turnout of elected officials throughout the area. All of our schools in the area, not just West Bloomfield, but West Bloomfield, Bloomfield Hills, Wall Lake, all of our schools that are in our broadcast area will be there and be represented. A lot of other great people, and we'll see all the people that make all of these things happen in our community. Your elected officials, certainly some of the people that work in our police and fire departments, people like us in the media, and then a ton, and most importantly, people like you that make a difference in our community. It is the place to be. It's one of our great events every year in West Bloomfield. If you've not registered for the event, you really want to be there. Because we're at Temple Israel this year, we have a little bit more space than we have in the past. Tickets are available, but this is absolutely going to be a sellout. No question about it. So we invite you as soon as possible to head off to the Michigan Week website. You can go there. There's a picture of it, michiganweek.org, and get all the information. It's the 51st Greater West Bloomfield Michigan Week Community Awards Breakfast, 7 o'clock, May 12th at Temple Israel, but don't wait to get your tickets. This is going to sell out. We invite you to get on the website. You can order tickets for yourself. Bring some of your coworkers. If you're a business in the area, this is just a great way to get together and meet some of the other people in the community, especially if you are newer to our community. I'm telling you, this is one of the big events. Michigan Week celebration, and we hope you are a part of it. If for some reason you can't make it or it sells out, hey, guess what? We're going to have it live for you right here on Civic Center TV. Thanks to everyone involved. The crew that works on that event works hard all year long. So they're always busy over at West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation. Let's take a look at some of the things that are going on there. First of all, kudos to the Parks and Rec Department for a good job yesterday putting on their Earth Day celebration. Earth Day is officially on Saturday, but they had a great event yesterday celebrating Earth Day. Had a lot of people from the community there. But there's a lot of other things coming up. If you've not picked up the West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation Department program with all of their activities, go to their website. You can grab it, download it, and likely you might find one around your house because they do mail them out to everybody in the community. Here's what's coming up, though. Youth Spring Sports. And the folks at Park and Rec say spring has sprung, and also our youth sports programs. They start the week of May 3rd, so right around the corner, and all kinds of classes and instruction. Your kids are going to love it, the kind of thing they can do. Get them off the computer, get them out from the TV, get them active, enjoying one of our parks or a program. You're going to find something for them that piques their personal interest. All kinds of variety of sports programs available from Parks and Rec. Get out there today, take a look at the program and sign them up. May 3rd is right around the corner. Native Gardening Design and Planting program on Thursday, May 4th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. going on in the Nature Center. Ages 14 and above are encouraged to join. It is Native Garden Design and Planting. Should be a lot of fun. And then there's a veterans meetup. Great Lakes National Cemetery and lunch. Thursday, May 4th from 10 until 2:45. The West Bloomfield Parks and Recreation Department is putting together a group. They'll have a bus, transportation, and everything you need to go to the Great Lakes National Cemetery and lunch. And again, this is May 4th. You'll leave at about 10 o'clock in the morning and be back around 2:45 or so in the afternoon. Parks and Rec says welcome all West Bloomfield area residents and veterans. That program is going on, and they hope you participate. And my goodness, I'm looking at the clock, and I am out of time. So more information on that and all the other programs at the West Bloomfield Parks website. Hey, that's going to be it for the Splash today. Enjoy your weekend. Good to be with you. We'll see you bright and early Monday right here, 9:30 on the Splash Live.